Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this look I decided to use the new Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, which is perfect for spring, so if you'd like to see how to get this look, please keep watching. To prime my face, I'm using the Nivea Post Shave Balm, and I'm just going to massage that into my skin until it's nice and tacky. Then I'm mixing two foundations. The first is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the color Siberia, and then the second one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 1N1. I like mixing these two foundations together because it gets me the perfect color that I'm looking for. The NARS by itself is a little bit too light and a little bit too sheer, while the Estee Lauder is just a little bit too dark. So combining them, I get the glowiness from the NARS with the long wear from the Estee Lauder, and it really is like the perfect foundation cocktail that I've definitely been liking lately. Another reason I like them is because I can build the foundation, so in areas where I have acne or any kind of scarring like my cheeks, I can add a second layer and it still doesn't feel cakey. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Master Studio Concealer in the shade Fair, I believe. And I'm just dabbing that underneath my eyes, as well as a couple other areas that I like to highlight. This is a really nice color to highlight and conceal with because it has the yellow tones in it, so it's going to brighten any areas that tend to get dark, like the under eyes. And then I'm just blending that out using a damp beauty blender. I really like using a beauty blender for concealer because I feel like it takes away a lot of the excess product, and your under eyes tend to crease a lot easier than other areas of the face, and the beauty blender really works to prevent that. And then to set that, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I really like this for underneath the eyes because it doesn't get cakey, and it really does hide and set everything that I just did with the concealer. Then to bronze and slightly contour, I'm using the Tarte Park Ave Princess Bronzer, and I'm just running this along the hollows of my cheeks as well as my temples and a little bit on my forehead. I really like this bronzer because it has a little bit of a warmer undertone to it, which is perfect for spring. Then for blush, I'm using the new Too Faced Sparkling Bellini Heart Blush, I think it's called, and I absolutely love this shade. It's a little bit sparkly, a little bit shimmery, and just perfect for the warmer weather. But it is very pigmented, so I ended up having to go back and just blend everything out. Then for highlight, I'm using MAC pigment in the color Vanilla. This is just a really nice all-over highlight. It's a little bit more on the yellow-based side. It also has a little bit of pink reflect in it as well, and I just felt like it went really nice with this look. I went a little heavy-handed with the highlight, but I feel like you can never have too much highlight, so excuse me for living. Then I'm just giving my face a quick spritz of the Urban Decay De-Slick and moving on to my eyebrows. I'm sticking with my favorite brow product, the Dip Brow, and that's in the shade Chocolate. I just love this product. I feel like it really allows me to sculpt and shape my brows the way that I want them to, especially because I do have thinner brows than I would like. Then I'm just giving them a quick coat of the clear brow gel, and I'm going to move on to my eyes next. To start off my eyes, I'm going to take the shade White Peach, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my brow to the brow bone, and that's really going to give my eyes a nice lifted look. Next, I'm taking the shade Georgia. That's going to act as my transition color, so I'm just going to start placing that in the crease and just building it up until I'm happy with how dark it is. It's really nice to use a lighter color as your transition shade because that way you can easily blend out the darker colors that you go in with next. Next, I'm taking the colored Candied Peach, and that's really going to be the star of the eye look today. It's a really nice, vibrant peach color, and I'm just going to start working that into my crease a little bit lower than where I placed Georgia, and that's really going to help define my eyes and give it that nice peach, springy look that I was going for. Then I'm taking the color Summer Yum, and I'm going to focus that in the outer V of my eye. This is a really nice warm brown tone, and that's again going to help further define the crease and the shape of my eye. I always go back and blend the darker colors in with the first colors that I've used. So after I used Summer Yum, I went back and took a little bit more of Candied Peach just to make sure that everything's seamless and there's no harsh lines or anything, because that'll totally ruin the look. Then I'm taking the colors Candied Peach and Summer Yum and just running them along my lower lash line. I like it to be kind of smoky and blown out, so I'm really not focusing too hard on keeping it neat. Then I took the color Bellini and I used that for my lid color. It's a very pretty metallic peach color, but I decided I wanted a little bit more of that metallic to show through, so I sprayed my brush with some Fix Plus and picked up a little bit more of that shadow, and that really seemed to make it that nice metallic-y look that I was going for. Then for an inner corner highlight, I'm using the color Nectar, which is a really nice yellow-based shadow, and it's nice and sparkly and just perfect for the inner corner. Moving on to liquid liner, I'm using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster pen in the shade Ultra Black. I really like this liquid pen because it's kind of a marker and a brush at the same time, but either way, it's super pigmented, super black, and it dries to a really nice matte finish. Then I'm moving on to my other eye, but for some reason my camera decided it didn't want to record this, so all I got was this, and then I'm moving on to my mascara. I'm using the Tarte Gifted Mascara. I've had this one for a while. I really like it. It's just a very simple, basic mascara, kind of lengthening and volumizing at the same time. And it has a nice brush, which I like using for top and bottom. It's not like super thick or clumpy or anything. Sometimes that can make it hard to do the bottom lashes. To stick with the nice peachy nude look, I decided to use the Lipland Cream Gloss in the color Stoned. I really like this gloss. It's very pigmented, not something you would typically think would be a lip gloss, but I think it's the perfect color for this look. Then to set everything, I'm using the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible Setting Spray, and that completes this look. I really enjoyed filming this tutorial for you guys, and I'm super excited for the warm weather. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.